Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chloe if you're new here, and today's video I really wanted to talk about something that has been coming up in my life more and more lately, and that has a specific importance in my life right now. And it wasn't a video planned to make, to be honest. It's very spontaneous. I just, in the past couple of days and month and even year, I've received this question quite often. And right now, more than ever, I feel like I should talk about it. The topic I want to address today is self-love, and not just self-love, but how to be happy with yourself. Because self-love and being happy with yourself is definitely linked, but it's not just what it is. And I have received countless messages from friends, and especially female friends, either going through breakups or analyzing their behavior and realizing that they have been struggling with being happy with themselves. And what I mean by happy with themselves is not being able to enjoy a moment of being alone. I know people, such as myself, who are or were anxious about spending a Friday night on their own or doing a certain activity on their own. And I think that's something that we tend to deny or not want to see. I've realized this more and more, and especially since I started traveling and I lived on my own for a while, for almost a full year. I realized that I was so happy because I didn't have to adapt to anyone. I could just do whatever I wanted. And yes, to get there, I went through hard moments where I was very sad or felt very lonely, and I was like, oh, who am I gonna do this with? Or who is gonna be willing to come to the beach with me? Or who's gonna be willing to go on that activity or that experience or that adventure together? But then I realized I could just do all of it on my own if I really wanted to, and I could also have a good time. And so how I see it personally is whenever I have time alone is to focus on myself. Take it as an opportunity for me to grow, for me to practice self-love, for me to challenge myself on spending time alone and enjoy all of it. It's something that I think everyone has to cultivate, and it's not easy, and it's something that requires a lot of work and effort, but everybody can achieve it. So anyways, I'm not gonna ramble for any longer. In this video, I really want to share with you guys self-love practices that I myself use and practice and have been experimenting with for a couple of years now, and that these are the things that I do when I'm alone, and that really makes me feel great. So if you're ready, let's get right into them. So the first thing that I do when practicing self-love is exercise. For me, exercise is like, it brings balance into my life. The fact of like moving your body, even if it's some yoga, stretching, running, swimming, I have the feeling that as soon as I'm outside, like everything changes. And exercise will help a lot in your self-confidence, and that's something that you really need to be able to spend time on your own and love yourself. And it's part of self-love, and exercising for me is taking care of myself, my body, my mind, my soul. It's taking care of all these things that are within me and that are me, basically. And it's a form of self-respect and a form of gratefulness. That I'm grateful to have the body that I have, and that I'm grateful that I'm able, to even walk, because a lot of people can't even walk or people can't see. For me, exercising and using my body to its full potential is showing how grateful I am for having my body, for having me, for being me. And that makes me feel really, really happy. And I don't need to be sharing it with anyone. My second habit that I do is take care of myself, and not just under the form of exercising, but it's more like pampering myself. And I think as girls, it's very easy for us to find ideas on how to do it, and I think for guys too. It's not just about girls. So If you're a guy, don't drop off this video because I'm sure you're gonna be able to take a lot from it as well. But something I really like to do when I'm alone is do things that like I never have the time to do, such as like do a face mask or peeling, maybe go walks or do my nails or do my hair, or I don't know, whatever it is that makes you happy. If you're into makeup, like maybe put some makeup on, something that is gonna make you feel good and pretty, and something that's gonna make you feel like you're taking care of yourself. So that's something that I really like to do, especially at night. When I'm alone, I love to do face masks at night before I go to sleep, and then I wake up and my skin feels amazing. So that's something that you should totally do if you're on your own, and it's a form of self-love and it's a form of self-care. The third thing that I do is cook for myself. We sometimes have the tendency to eat junk when we're unhappy or stressed, or we feel lonely and we just want to order pizza and watch a movie, which I mean is totally cool. Like I do that too myself, but don't do it in the mindset of it's just like punishing yourself. So if it's a treat for you and it's a joyful experience, then do it. But if it's to feel crap afterwards, then I wouldn't recommend it. I really enjoy cooking personally. I know not everybody likes it, and I enjoy cooking with fresh produce, and I love it when I'm alone that I can really cook whatever it is that I really crave. I don't have to impress anyone by cooking something or think about what anyone would like to eat. I can just think about what I personally want to eat. Cooking something healthy that is going to make me feel great and fully enjoy the process of cooking and eating, even if I'm just alone. It doesn't need to be something that you always share. Even if it's beautiful sharing it, you can also have a beautiful meal. Even if it's just for yourself, why can't you also treat yourself? Why do you also only have to cook nice stuff when you invite people? You can do that when you're just on your own as well. What I really like to do after cooking, after finishing dinner, is I like to sit down and write in my journal. I've been keeping a journal for a while now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know because I've made quite a bit of videos about it. I like to light candles and incense to make my space feel really cozy and warm. I just get into this really good vibe, and I like to put music on. I really like to dance sometimes when I do that, like take breaks in between, and I use these studio wireless earphones, which I received not long ago, and I really love them. I think they're awesome. They're very lightweight. You can use them wireless. The quality of the sound is pretty good, and that's really awesome when you want to like be around the house, like clean the house, or like dance or sing, and I really love it because you're not stuck in one spot. So I will link these down below if you guys want to check them out. I think they also have white ones and also smaller earphones. What I do is I like to draw sometimes in my journal, paint, stick pictures and whatnot, and write obviously. And that's something that it's a process that I really enjoy doing, and enables me for a space for self-reflection and self-compassion and reminiscing memories, but also allowing any emotion or feelings that I have to go, you know, and not create any more attachment to these feelings. And I think that's something that could totally help if you have a hard time being on your own. You could totally journal about how it is that you feel when you're on your own, and then why do you think it is that you're feeling that way, and maybe like some ideas on things that could make you happy, like make a list. That's something I would highly recommend doing if you're struggling with that. And then finally, what I really love to do when I have free time and I'm on my own, I really love to read. It's a way for me to learn more, not only about myself but about others, and just about life, you know. Like I learn a lot through reading as well, and it really calms me down. I love to read before I go to bed. I've read some books which have really helped me into this mindset that I am now, and that have really helped me into becoming more just like happy with myself and not need anyone to be fully happy. And I wanted to recommend you guys a few other books that I've been reading that have been helped me tremendously in a lot of situations in my life, such as when I'm alone and struggling with being lonely or feeling lonely or whatever. The first book, I don't have it here, back home in Switzerland, but it's called The Power of Now. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know it already, but if you haven't read it yet, I would highly recommend it. It's a really amazing book that you can apply to any area of your life, and it's very powerful. So if you have time and you're interested in that topic, I would highly recommend it. The two other books that I wanted to recommend are You Are a Badass, which I have briefly talked about this book on this channel. I think I made a video about it. I really love that book. It will definitely boost your self-confidence and make you laugh, and it's a very fun book to read. It really encourages you to do you and to do your thing and not care about what other people think, and just be super focused on your own and on what you want to do. So if that's something you're struggling with, or you feel like you're just wandering around life and not feeling like you're getting anywhere, this is a really nice book. And by practicing some of the stuff that was in the book, I've been able to release some of the blockages I had before. So I would totally recommend this one. And then another one that I also really loved is The Mastery of Love. And it does not talk just about relationships with others, but it talks about self-love. Also in this book, there's a whole chapter about self-love. It teaches you a lot about pretty much everything I've been talking about in this video. So I also would highly recommend it. I really love this book. It's very easy and fast to read. So I will link these books down below along with the other one I mentioned, if you want to go check it out. I've been reading these books over and over again because I really love them so much. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say today. I know this is a very random video, and I'm not sure you guys will like it. I really hope you do. It's a very calm video, so I'm a little bit sick, so maybe not as interested as I usually am. I really hope these tips will inspire you to try, spend more time on your own, and also see it more as an opportunity rather than something sad or something to feel anxious about, because it really could be something beautiful. I can't convince you, obviously. I can just share my experience, and that's what I'm doing right here. I would love to hear some of you guys' practices, if you have any other ones that I haven't mentioned in that video. If you guys practice any other activities than the ones I've mentioned in this video, I would love to hear them in the comments below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.